Hello, fans. Black Tiger here. Today's topic, fake news. Nothing new. So if we look on Google Trends, we can see the usage of fake news going back all the way to 2004. And we can see that, yes, indeed, it has been used ever since then. And it massively gained in popularity when Trump started using it. But as we can see, Trump is not the first to have used the term, and for good reason, because fake news is old. There is a lot of fake news out there, some of it dating further back than the current year, obviously. Let's look up an article here from 1993. This is a classic fake news story. NBC admits it rigged crash, settles GM lawsuit. And this is pretty simple. In an extraordinary public apology, extraordinary because these, news corporations rarely apologize, NBC said Tuesday night that it erred in staging a fiery test crash of a General Motors pickup truck for its Dateline NBC News program and agreed to settle a defamation suit filed by the automaker. Of course, they agreed to settle the defamation suit outside of court because it's cheaper for them to do so, and they would lose in court. We deeply regret we included the inappropriate demonstration in our Dateline report, said a statement read by NBC News co-anchors Jane Pauley and Stone Phillips. We apologize to our viewers and to General Motors. We have also concluded that unscientific demonstrations should have no place in hard news stories at NBC. That's our new policy. So I guess their old policy was to use unscientific demonstrations to do whatever with, and who cares? Integrity, what's that? The apology, still being negotiated within 5 minutes of airtime, was part of a settlement of a lawsuit GM filed Monday over film used in a November 17th segment of Dateline. In its apology, NBC admitted that it used incendiary devices to ensure that a fire would erupt if gasoline leaked from the truck being hit by a test car. The 15-minute segment was addressing critics' charges that GM's full-size pickup trucks built between 1973 and 1987 are unsafe because their gasoline tanks are on the sides of the trucks outside the frame. GM has staunchly denied that the trucks have safety problems. And NBC's public apology, which completely reversed statements the network made Monday defending the program, is yet another in a long series of setbacks to the financially troubled network. And just as important, disclosures of the rigged demonstration has already damaged the credibility of NBC News. Many of the network's reporters and producers privately professed embarrassment over the incident, and media experts were roundly criticizing NBC's tactics as highly questionable and unethical. Oh, really? Rigging test crashes so that vehicles will purposely ignite into flame through the use of incendiary devices is questionable and unethical? Who would have ever guessed that? Oh man, it's like lying is unethical. Oh geez, newsflash, newsflash. It's a classic case of damage control, public relations on the heels of a devastating lawsuit. Whether or not NBC did anything improper, which they did not inform the public of the somewhat artificial nature of the test that they ran. I take issue with that choice in language, somewhat artificial nature. How about completely rigged setup? That's more accurate of a description. That's a better phrasing. So that's basically the long and short of it, people. NBC agreed to pay the cost of GM's investigation into the crash demonstration on the original Dateline program, but declined to say how much that would be. As to whether any disciplinary procedure will be taken against NBC News staff, network spokeswoman Tori Bellison said that was a premature question, but will now investigate what went awry. What went awry? How about one of your reporters or journalists or whatever intentionally lied and set up a purposefully rigged demonstration to facilitate their lies? That's what, quote, went awry. You got a freaking liar working for you. How about find out whose idea it was to do that and then fire them and everyone else involved? That's not a premature question, but Mrs. Bellison is just doing her PR spokeswoman job, so I don't necessarily fault her for what she says there. But anyways, I like this final statement from GM. In view of NBC's announcement, and because it is our business to design and manufacture great cars and trucks, and not be preoccupied with litigation, we are tomorrow dismissing the defamation suit that we brought Monday. Oh yeah, they just want to provide good cars and not have to be in the courts. They just want to give you a good car and not be bogged down with litigation. That's why they dismissed the suit. No, they dismissed the suit because they got paid. They got a settlement payment outside of court. That's why they're dismissing the suit. If they didn't get a settlement payment, they would be taking them to court. So yeah, that's the long and short of it, and that is all. Fake news is not new. It's not a term invented by Trump. He just popularized it as of 2016, at the end of 2016 there. So, yeah, NBC, they are definitively fake news. They have been engaging in creating fraudulent news stories and lying since 1993, if not before. So don't believe any of these, quote, news outlets or, quote, journalists when they say, oh, fake news is just a term invented by Donald Trump to try to deflect reporting that puts him in a negative light. You know, that's completely nonsense. That is verifiably, factually untrue. Fake news is an old term that's been used by people since 2004, as you can see in this Google Trends chart. 2004 is the earliest year it goes back to, so that is the deal with fake news, guys. You come here looking for the hard truth. I got what you want, and I'm going to give it to you like I just did. This is Black Tiger reporting. Like, share, and subscribe this video, please. If you did indeed like it, share it with everyone else so they can know. And support me on Patreon, please. Thank you very much for watching, guys, and have a lovely, fantastic day.